More parts arriving every day. We've got a clutch job due on this 07-600. Then get into it. First thing you want to do, take out all your 8 mils, pull your plate off, and then we're going to see the clutches. You're going to back out those pressure plate springs. All right, some people ask the questions, do you have to drain the oil for this? If you don't have it overly full, like way overly full, and keep it on the side stand, you should be able to take this clutch cover off and not have any issues with that spilling oil. All right, when you get that cover moved out of your way, you can have a little bit of oil that might be caught down here up against the gasket. It's gonna make a little bit of drips, but no big thing to worry about. Next, you're gonna take all these 10 mils out for your pressure plate and the springs and everything. You don't wanna take them all out at one time. I mean, you can, but I always take them out as evenly as I can, back them out a little bit, and go to the next one. Make sure you still have that washer on there. That's what rides on your engagement, or excuse me, disengagement rod. And if you haven't started your bike in a while, they're gonna be somewhat stuck together, and it makes them come out pretty easy. If all you're doing is changing your clutch pack out, you really don't have to take these out, but yeah, you can, I guess, to inspect them a little bit. You have one flat one. It's just gonna sit down in there like so. And you have another one. This has a bevel to it, which I don't know if you can see that, maybe a little bit. But anyway, you want the bevel end, so if you're looking at the inside diameter part of it, you kind of, yeah, you want it to have the outside flaring back towards you. So, I don't know, yeah, one of them angles. When you start putting all your friction and steel back in there, the first one you start off is going to be the skinnier one. So that way it kind of goes around those 2 washers I was talking about. Part number is right there. And your last friction is going to be this one. When you start putting them in there, it's just basically friction steel, friction steel. Your last steel is going to be this one right here. If you look at the manual, it has 2 different options. You can do a dry plate D or E. It's just basically the thickness and the stack height of your clutches. Some people like to soak these in oil overnight. Myself, I just kind of wipe them down with a little bit of oil. It just helps with that first initial startup to where it doesn't lunge the bike forward while it kind of breaks them apart when you have the clutch in or put it in gear for the first time. 2 things you got to remember when you get down to the last one. For whatever reason, you got to move that last one over into these other tangs. Not really sure why you have to do that. It says it in the manual. Maybe somebody could send me a comment down below and tell me a reason why that is. I know old F3 that come into a dealership one time, his clutch pack burned up really quick because he didn't offset that last one. But anyway, another thing to look for is you got this little tab right here that's different on your outer pressure plate. Has to line up with that tab on the basket. You know, it only go on the one way. Same as taking them out, I like to run these all down kind of the evenly as possible. They torque to 7 foot-pounds. And when you put your outer clutch cover back on, same thing. Those are 7 foot-pounds also. All right, you found that helpful, insightful, what have you? Give me a quick thumbs up, share, subscribe, see what else I got coming.